Welcome everybody to the Coach's Corner. We have the lovely, magnificent, wonderful Coach Hadassah, myself, Coach Cotton. We are now on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome, Coach. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. You know what I'm up here doing? I'm trying to tag a friend, tell a friend that we are on tonight. But I've been doing great, Coach. I've been having a good day. Good day.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Good.
And I have to say it, besides it's hot as ever, but it's Leo
Right.
season and we just had a Leo new moon. So of course it's hot, right? Leo is a fire sign. And we just had
Nice.
a new moon in Leo. So with the moon being in Leo and the sun being in Leo, it's hot.
It's hot. It's hot.
Right.
Look, that's
It's
all you can say about it. It's hot. That's it.
Right. It's just hot, right? So just go ahead and bear it out. It's going to be a hot next couple of days. So stay hydrated, right? Just stay hydrated, get you some water, stay in the shade, put on some sunglasses, do what it is that you do because it's going to be hot at least for the next, let me see, week or so. But
Wow.
yeah. So now look, now that's the weather. So right, and that's the weather. But listen, oh my God, Coach Cotton has brought up a very, very great topic that we are going to discuss today. Do you
Yes.
have a PPP? Right? And we are
Mm.
not talking about the PPP loan, okay? Because
Right.
because here's the thing about it: the PPP loan were for business owners, small
Right.
business owners, and small business owners. If you had your little paperwork and whatever together, that's the only way you were
Right.
able to take advantage of that. So, oh gosh, I feel like my nose is itching. I'm sorry, but um, so here's the thing: during this pandemic, okay, during this shutdown, and we're like opening back up, and then maybe we're not opening up, and then maybe we are opening up, and then maybe we're
Right.
not, or then we have mask on, mask off, or all of that. Man, me and Coach was discussing earlier, like how that's kind of like being in consolidation
Right.
when
Right.
when it comes to forex trading, right? It's like we're in consolidation. And what do
Absolutely.
we do in consolidation? Now, you can you can you can scalp or whatever in consolidation. It's highly recommended that you don't. That you wait until
Right.
we get what's called a consolidation breakout,
Right.
and then what? You either going up or down. But in that
Facts.
consolidation, you just, that's where you're planning, right? You are planning and having that exit strategy, and you ready whether it goes up or down,
Right.
right? So since that's kind of where we are with kind of the back and forth of the soft opening and then this and then, it's just all kinds of stuff that's going on and in the news or whatever. Do you have a plan? And because we did have this shutdown with the pandemic and things like that, by us being in our homes, and then you had the essential workers, right? Essential workers. So if you were sent
Right.
home, you're basically not an essential worker. Now, a lot of people got laid off because they weren't an essential worker, or you were not essential to the company that you worked for.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. Or you were somewhat essential, but you could do your job from home,
Right.
right? So a lot of people had that situation. But the business owners or the small base business, small, I said small base, small businesses, or the businesses, they are the ones that got the loans in order to, and what they had to do with it was, the majority of it was really to pay their employees.
Right.
That's the way that thing went. Like, how many employees do you have? And if you whatever that number of employees were, and just all of that good stuff, for those who had to fill out that that form or that application, how that went. But that was for you to be able to keep your employees, and which
Right.
at what, $1,000 a head. I don't know how. I mean,
How
for real, it's
beneficial that
like,
was. Like,
right,
it helped. We're not gonna say it didn't help, but it
right.
didn't save you. It wasn't a savior for you.
It wasn't a savior for you, right? So,
Like at all.
yeah. So with that being said, like, what is your plan though? What is your
Mm-hmm.
plan? Do you have a plan? Were you able to see like the things that was going on with the pandemic and everything? And did you formulate something? If
Right.
you were a worker for some other company or whatever, and then you found yourself as an unessential employee, then what do you do? And if you see the business owners or small based business owners getting some type of incentive, or where they can, get a loan to help save their businesses and things like that, but you weren't able to do that, what's your
Right.
plan? What is your plan, right? And so these are the things that we want to discuss, not only just for you as a employee or self-employed, or even a small base business or small business or whatever, but long term.
Right.
So what we're talking about, PPP, is your purpose. Do you have a purpose? Okay. Pattern. What is your
Yes.
pattern? Because your pattern is really your habits. What do you do every
Mm-hmm.
single day? Your habits, that pattern that you follow. Plan. Do you have a plan?
Right.
Right? What's your strategy? Things like that. So that's what we're talking about today. So, Coach, I know you got something. Let me get.
Look, you said it. Do you have a purpose, a pattern, and a plan? And we was talking about earlier, the main part of the PPP is the plan. Because your plan is going to, I'm sorry, your patterns, I apologize, your patterns, because your patterns are going to determine your plan. And can you stick to it consistently, right? So if you don't even have some patterns that you have developed that's going to keep you on track to fulfill your plan, you're going to already start off wrong. You can have purpose. Purpose is great. You need the purpose to drive you, to motivate you, so you won't give up. You need your purpose, so that's your why. Your why is the huge umbrella over your patterns and your plan. So your purpose is needed. But then your patterns is going to be what really steers the car for you to get to the full destiny, for you to really fulfill and follow through with the plan, because we have to get to execution. But if there's no concrete, consistent patterns or behaviors that you have developed over time, I can go and kind of tell you right now that it's going to be stop and go. Because you have to learn how to be consistent. Consistency is so key when you're on the journey toward your success, when you're on the journey toward financial wealth and financial planning. Everybody needs a planner. Look, we get coached all the time, coach, don't we? About our planner. Look. Right.
Look, did you have to get up and go get, like, hold on, let me go? No, it's like right here.
Right here. Like, we have to dig it out. We have to look for it. Like, it's in hands, arms, reach. And it's so important that you have something to keep you on track. You know what I'm saying, coach? Like, how can you manage anything, whether it's your job, whether it's your family, and you don't have a plan of action? And then you have not developed the behaviors and the patterns that will keep you on track to execute. Right? We got to have that type of, we got to finish, right? We want to finish. We want to be successful. We want to have a plan that's going to carry us over until the next thing comes. We don't know how long we'll be employed. We don't know how long our health will last. All these things are factors. So what is your plan B, C, D, E, if you need one, to execute your full purpose? So to get from purpose to plan, What are your patterns in between, and how consistent are you to fulfill them, right? I'm just saying, coach. I'm just saying.
Yes. I mean, I'm like, drop the mic. I'm like, we done in 10 minutes. That's it.
That's about it. We finna wrap it up.
Like we can wrap it up now. Like everything after this is ad lib. I think we did good, coach.
We get better and better with this. Look, planning. Coach and I, look, even if you guys don't even know, Coach and I, we've been meeting more often to plan out even this podcast, to plan out this show, because we can't come in here just on a whim. Why? We got to have some consistent patterns so that we can execute the show very well. We don't want to waste your time nor our time, because all I got is my time, and my time is very valuable to me. So even when you're doing your planning, you want to make sure that your time is being spent in the right areas. You're using it wisely. You've been a good steward, a good manager over your time. So you're just not out here being busy. You're being productive. I got you, coach. You want to be productive, right? You don't want to be just doing busy work. You don't want to be out here just doing a whole lot of things and there's no fruit coming from it. There's no productivity coming out of it, right? So you want to make sure that your purpose is in direct alignment with your plan, so you can execute that plan, but also that you have some consistent patterns that's going to carry you through this journey. It's like going from faith to faith, but you got to have that purpose, and you got to have the patterns that's going to go along to get you to that plan, to execute it, complete it, fulfill it, or whatever you want to term it. I don't care. But you want to be the one who finish well. So we can move on to the next thing. Like, that's the next thing. Like, we experienced a pandemic, right, coach? So a lot of people was not prepared. No one had any type of financial plan. No one had any type of strategy when we got hit with this pandemic. So now we had to rely on the government, or some people lost a lot. Lost loved ones, lost jobs, lost businesses, everything, right? Could barely eat. But think about it, if we were just preparing for the unexpected, right? Think about it, we already had a wealth plan in place for whatever. We would not have been hurt. The wealthy, I can guarantee you, did not experience this pandemic like those of us who don't have it. Those of us who are operating with less than, operating in the lower class. I can guarantee you, the wealthy didn't experience the pandemic the same way we did. Why? They had strategy. They had a plan in place. They had a backup to the backup. They were ready. They were prepared for something like this to happen. And at the end of the day, we got to be good stewards over the time we have and good managers over what has been given to us. And let's stop being frivolous with something that comes to temporarily stimulate the economy and really plan with it. So what can we do, coach? Let's give them some action steps, coach. What's something that we can do to go past stimulating the economy, and it can be longevity within your finances and your financial wealth plan?
Yes. Well, one thing, and look, I already know, because I can hear what's gonna happen. I hear the voices in people's heads
already, right?
Right. I hear it already. But the first thing that you need is a home-based business.
Number one.
That's number one. Well, why do I say that? Well, people were laid off or sent home.
Yes.
Right? People were laid off or sent home. And so that shows you right there that, again, I'm not an essential worker if
right.
So you had to be in, and when I say the food industry, it's just not any old food industry. We're talking about you worked at the grocery store.
Right.
Where, you know what I'm saying? Where people had needed to be open for groceries, but then we saw what happened with that it too. Ooh, mm-hmm. it was crazy. Or you worked in the medical field, and that was something else within itself too. But otherwise, you were at home, right? You were at home. You were at home doing your job, And if your job really wasn't essential, then you
Right.
were laid off, because these companies are going to protect their bottom line. They are in business for profit, right? Like you got
Right.
non-for-profit organizations. And if you're not a non-for-profit, that means you're for-profit, meaning you're a business. You go into business in order to get a profit, right?
Absolutely.
You don't go into business to lose money, although that does happen, but you go into business in order to make money, right?
Absolutely.
And so you must have a home, you must have a business, and the best one to have is a home-based business. Look,
Yes.
I have these. I'm about to order me some more because the ones I have are out. But it's called Uncle Sam Will Pay You to Run a Home-Based Business, and it talks about why you need one, all the major tax deductions, and all of this. And look, the cost of look, it says fair warning: the cost of procrastination is huge,
Right.
right? And what
Huge
is huge?
procrastination. It costs
It's
to
huge,
procrastinate.
right? And Adrian Dynamite Sloan, what's he saying about procrastination? He said procrastination is the
It's the
assassination of your
assassination of your
destination,
destination. You better preach it. You
right?
better preach it.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what
Procrastination
it is.
is huge. Every single day that you do not have a home-based business, you are throwing away about $20 in overpaid taxes. Right?
Yep.
That's what it's saying. Throwing away and overpaid taxes. Taxes are bleeding you to death, but you can control the bleeding now by starting a home-based business. Now,
Mm-hmm.
not tomorrow. Okay. And the best one that you can have is one that's going to show you or teach you how to make money. Right? People don't like
Yes.
sales because people don't like being sold. And trust me when I say we really don't need not another product. We don't.
We
We don't.
don't
I
at
mean, we
all.
really don't, right? What we need is money. What you need is money. And we teach you how to do that. Education is key, right? And
Yes.
so you can have a home based business that is teaching you how to get money in the $7.3 trillion daily market. It's like how much you need. Today, I set a goal for, hey, I'm going to make $1,000 today.
Mm-hmm.
Today,
Mm-hmm.
right? And guess what? I did it. I did it before 12.
Wow.
Okay. I did it before 12 o'clock. And then when with that being, consistent this week, then I'm up in that because I'm looking at $1,000 per day per person, man, woman, and child.
Yes.
Well, how many are in my house? There are 7 in my house. I need to have $7,000 per day, not per month,
Per day.
not per month, per day, because there's a $7.3 trillion market daily. It's
Mm-hmm.
enough out here. It's abundant. So one, you need a home-based business today.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because you don't know if we might have another shutdown. Okay. And look, I'm not going to even get into all of that other stuff that I was about to get into. So look, what would you say would be number 2?
So
How many steps we want to give them? We want to give them 3, 5. Let's do 3. Let's do 3.
we could do 3. We could do 3 because if we go past 3, I think people won't even be able to really digest it because this type of conversation right here gets people really intimidated, causes anxiety,
Anxiety.
and right. So people start falling off, dropping off like flies. But the only reason why that happens, coach, is because you're not prepared. But use that and take that energy into reverse and listen and take the advice and recommendation to get prepared. It's okay. Yesterday, you didn't know that you need a home-based business, right? You need to be an independent business owner. But today, you do. Thanks to the Coach's Corner. Today, you know what you need. So let's take the steps and do that. So my thing will be for the second one, shoot, stick to your plan. Get with some people to help you and hold you accountable. There are not a lot of self-motivated people. I learned that the hard way because I thought everybody was like me, because we Aries. I'm gonna just do it.
We are self-motivated.
I could be like true testimony real quick. This week, I have just been at the lowest low of my energy, right? And I don't know if a lot of people know, but I go see a hematologist on a regular. I have anemia, so but it's chronic, right? So I'm like, I just been tired, and I felt my body going down. But I'm like, look, this exhaustion and fatigue have to get thee behind me, saying because Michelle got things to do. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta get up. I gotta push myself. But I found out that a lot of people aren't able to really do that, to have that extra, go get them, right? Mentality and personality. So if that's you, there's nothing wrong with that, but find you someone who can help you. Go get some support. Change your environment. Change your group of friends. Find you someone who can help you to fulfill your plan and stick to it. I used to hate this little slogan when people say, have some stick to itness. But now, yeah, I'm saying it. Have some stick to itness. Stay consistent. Keep with the plan. Get around those people who have the vision like you, who are motivated. So if you go down, guess what? They linking in arms with you and saying, come on, let's conquer this together. Let's keep going. Let's not stop. And it's okay, but you got to connect. Network and connection is paramount to your destiny. It's paramount to your success, because there will be times, even the best of us, that we'll have some low moments. We'll have some low self-esteem. We'll have some self-pity. But guess what? When you're in your tribe and you connect to those people, you ain't going to stay there long. Look, you will not set up a residence in your pity party or in your low place, because someone like a coach or doctor going to say, you done crying? Okay, now let's go, right? Or you're going to have a Tanny or Messina or, anybody. We got so many in our comment unit. A Tony, Martin, like, okay, you finished? Okay, good. Now let's go call the next person, right? So you need to surround yourself, connect with those people, and stay consistent, because you can do this. That's my number 2. Connect with some like-minded people. Yes, Sonia. Look, thank you for putting it up there.
Right, putting it up there. Because I was like, yep, look, Sonia got it. So that's too, connect with like-minded individuals, because
yes.
Just like Coach said, because it can get very challenging, because things happen. Life happens. As soon as you call yourself getting focused on your plan, your purpose, or whatever it is that you feel like, you know what, next thing you know, everything under the sun happens, even death around you.
Absolutely.
Right? Even death around you. And so you need people. You need that one of my friends, and she's a business partner here too in Extreme. She reached out to me the other day and she said, oh my gosh, she said Extreme is a mastermind, because we read this book, it's called the science of getting rich, right? And they talked about it in there about having that mastermind, and that's of course connected with like-minded individuals and things in order for you to to be held accountable and things like that. And we call it our mastermind. And so it was like an aha moment. She said,
I love that.
Gosh, she was like, Extreme is a mastermind. She said, when I read this book, when I was looking around, she said, oh my gosh, who am I going to create a mastermind with? She was like, I can't really do that with the people that I know. And I laughed so hard, because I said, yes. I said, I understand exactly what it is that you mean. I was like, I was trying to form one for years. And look, my mastermind was 2 of my children. 2. I got 7 of them. Right?
There's a plan. Something good must come out of these 7 kids.
Right? And then look, I was like, okay, well, thank the scriptures, because what it said, look, 2. What 2 or 3? If you got 2, then that's good enough, right? But that mastermind, you need it. But it's just so awesome that our whole community is a mastermind.
Yes, it is.
Right? And
yes, it is.
You just watch things just get done where, I won't say where somebody slacks or whatever, because none of us are slacking. It's just that, things happen, stuff come up. look, we might have to end up in a hospital or whatever. And trust
You
me
never
when I
know.
say, many people over here will step up. We have
Yes.
leaders that are stepping up. So that mastermind, that's number 2. That's key. So then
Yes.
what would you say for number 3?
Okay, so we got a home-based business, just as a recap. We
That's some
got
stuff.
connect with people. And then your number 3 is to execute. You gotta complete it. Like that has to be the final step. Whether you on a 90-day, whether you on a 6-month, annual, or a 5-year, 40-year plan, you want to put the things in place to execute it. Like we gotta have that omega anointing. That's what I've been raised to call it. And it just simply means that one, we serve a God who finishes things. He completes the project. He don't leave it over here just idle. No, if he started it, he shall finish it. So be one who finishes, be one who completes it, and see it all the way through. And yes, it could take some time, but just don't give up on it. Don't allow it to just lie dormant, right? Don't procrastinate to the point to where you gave up your dream, you gave up your purpose, you gave up your success, you don't care about your patterns of behavior, they fickle. Don't be that person, because if you have true goals, and this is a good thing about purpose, your purpose is still going to be the reigning, the full umbrella over everything that you do. So if your purpose is so important to you, you won't stop. You will be one who finishes. So make sure that purpose is powerful. That purpose will bring about change. That way you will not give up and you will complete it. So that's 3. You got to complete. You got to execute. You got to be that finisher. I mean, what do you think, Coach?
Yep. That's it. That's it right there. Right. That's it right there.
And don't get it done. Look, what Art say, just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Right.
That's
so that's it. That's a wrap. And guess what? In less than 30 minutes.
Coach, we look, we don't got so good for this. We don't came from 3 days a week. That was at 1 hour, right? So that was 3 hours a week, right? And then what's that? 4 times 4? 3 times 4, that would be 12 hours a week to less than 30 minutes for 1 day a week. We're going to chop this thing
all the way down. Look, because we got some stuff to do. We got $100,000 club to maintain.
Look, I didn't make it. I was bummed out, but I was like, okay, nope, Michelle, don't get bummed out. You just better keep calling.
Nope, we just got to keep going.
I was like, keep calling, keep finishing. I'm like, I don't know who, but somebody needs this opportunity, and that's what I realized. And Megan told me that day one when we got on the phone together, and I was so excited about qualifying, and she said we're gonna do it one step at a time. 1 day at a time, and that's all it takes. With one person at a time, we can reach one person. We doing good. We doing our job. We are completing the assignment, because it just takes one person to share with someone else who also needs this opportunity. So yeah, that's all I got, Coach. I ain't got nothing else.
And so listen, this is it in a nutshell, and we are gone, right? Basically, you invest, because we have invested $125 a month to learn how to make $1,000 an hour, plus another $500 to $1 million a month just to tell other people how to make $1,000 an hour. So the question is, how many hours do you have in a day?
Wow.
That's it. So with that, we are so glad that you joined us for the Coach's Corner. We are here now every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. You could reach out to Coach Cotton. You could reach out to myself, Coach Hadassah, to find out what it is that we are doing over here in Extreme FX Global Academy, where Bitcoin and Forex collide. We don't want to tell you about, hey, start a business or do this or do that, and not give you what it is that you need in order to do so, right? There's plenty opportunities out here. However, you want the one that is going to, give you the best and maximize and help you buy your time back, right? That's what
absolutely.
you can reach out to any one of us. We can go ahead and help you to get started, all of that great jazz. And again, on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, we are here to help you get to your next level. So we're out. See you next Tuesday. Have a great one. Peace.